I know you don't have those urges.
What is going on tonight? She's gone.
Sorry.
Okay. I can't unhit record. So let's just continue. She'll get here when she gets here, apparently. So, Josh, you had a question? I can't hear you. Yes! Sight, sound.
Mahal yung yung speaker mo. Can you turn it down a bit?
It's still getting,
Okay. Hello?
Still getting Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
What?
Tom, I have a question. Okay, let's revive.
Hopefully it's not a tech question.
No.
Good.
How can you deal with a scene partner when they gave you an offer and you're doing a 4-person scene and there is one narrator and they okay, how can I revise this? Okay. We're doing a 4 scene. Okay, one is the narrator. So the 2-person is already doing a scene. And then this narrator gave me a character. And then I didn't understand it. And then I entered and I messed up the whole scene. I didn't know what to do. So I just like this. I messed up. I panicked. I didn't know what to do.
Why was there a narrator?
Because I think because she has no camera.
What?
She has no camera.
I don't understand.
She's just using audio on Zoom.
So she's a participant without cam,
Yeah.
but she has to be part of it.
Yeah, because she's partially blind. So we did an experiment. She became the narrator.
Well, that's one thing is you don't need a narrator.
Yeah.
That's always going to screw everything up. That's the hardest thing to do, by the way. There are formats where you have somebody narrate. It's almost like they're writing a novel and they're talking. She entered the bedroom and then closed the door, and then you see people doing these things, and then they take over for a while, and then the narrator picks up again. It's really hard to do that. For the narrator to know when to shut the hell up and to let the improvisers create something that the narrator didn't think of. I used to do a format we called bedtime story. And I sit there at the piano, and I wasn't in the piece, but I was the person telling reading them the bedtime story, and the audience would give us the name of some ridiculous children's book that never was written, and then I would start saying things that were silly. Long ago in the blah 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 blah, and play a little bit of music, and they would come in and start doing stuff, but then I'd shut up and then let them do stuff, and then I'd pick up on something they were doing, and I would push it a little further. And then she found out that there was a knife in the drawer, and then and so they would, if I talked, they'd have to shut up. When they talked, I'd have to shut up. And then eventually in the scene, I would pimp them out. I would tell the audience, and that's when they sang that song, and I'd start playing a thing, and they'd have to sing a song based upon what they were doing. So it was a real give and take, and it took a long time to get people to realize it's time to shut up. It's time to not shut up. That has to happen. A narrator can't really narrate everything and make you simply be puppets. It just doesn't work. I don't care. It doesn't work. Whether they can see or not see very well, or it's just audio. Even with just audio, they can shut up after a minute, and you can do your thing, and they can hear you, and then their narration can pick up from what they've heard, rather than you having to simply act out the thing they're saying, which is not improv, as I understand it. Is that sort of what's happening?
She did a, what do you call this? For example, she narrate the plays, she narrate the characters, enter two characters, and then after the scene, she narrates my character entering the cafe. And then I was like, hey, ah, and I didn't know that it was a crucial scene for the two. So I entered like a fool. I have a bad notes, because I don't understand what they're saying, and their accent is different. I cannot understand. So
And this is all online. Somebody have a TV on in the background or something? Or I hear something. God knows. This is all online, I assume. Okay. Well, it's pretty ambitious to try to do anything like that online. In Zoom, particularly Zoom, where you can't move people around much. It's not easy to do that. What notes did you get?
that that I gave an offer. It's a very good offer, they said. And then I drift from another story to another story, which is my fault because I don't understand what they're talking about. I'm just giving them some offer, and they're waiting for me to have this, big boom, heightening the stakes.
Hmm. That sounds like very difficult improv to do. When I say difficult, I probably, if I had to do it, I probably wouldn't enjoy doing it. It sounds very regimented, and very, there's right and there's wrong, Whereas in improv, it's the wrong stuff that winds up being the shiny object. But I don't talk in terms of offers, because that means that you're planning something. That means that I have this idea. Here's my offer. I'm serving the tennis ball. You better return it. Better return my serve exactly where I'm hoping you return it. And I don't like that. I would avoid that myself. I wouldn't do it. I would stay out, because it does not seem creative, and it seems very limiting. I could be wrong, but I'm only basing on what I'm hearing from you. So maybe it's not, but it sounds like the kind of thing that sounds a little manipulative, like everybody is manipulating and expecting what they're expecting. Whereas I don't know why anybody would be expecting anything. Other than whatever it is that you say, then they need to go there. If there's already a structure set up, I don't know why.
Um, we are doing a part of a long form improv.
Yeah.
So it's kind of structured. It's just we are building the foundation first, the teacher said. And then let's find this boom, and then this bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Without
without
echoing again. Without knowing the details of it and seeing it, I mean, it just sounds to me like to me. I know that there are forms like that. We do narratives all the time, but we do them in such a way though that we use what we call tent poles, and we start far apart with our scenes, and we don't know where they're going to go, and as they start to get somewhere, it depends on everybody. So if somebody takes it in a direction that's slightly different from what 2/3 of the people think, well, that's where it's going, and we support that, and that's where we go, because there's no, for us, there's no correct endpoint. That oh no, this is where we were heading, and you took us there. Well, why were you heading there? Who told you to head someplace? But like I said, I'm only basing what I'm hearing from you, so I don't know. It sounds kind of backwards to me, like it doesn't seem like improv. It seems like somebody's trying to has ideas and wants to improvise to make that idea come true. I don't know. All I can say is to play it vague, to until you understand where you're going, or where you think you're going, to not make too many big moves, to keep all your moves kind of generic, so that you know to just do grounded stuff that doesn't throw in stuff that isn't necessary, until you figure it out. So the analogy I use a lot is the fog thing, and if you're still in the fog, don't start rowing really hard in any one particular direction, because you don't know where you're going. So when the fog lifts and then you see it, okay, go. But until then, just kind of keep the boat as straight as you can. That's all I can say. It sounds kind of like a hybrid. It sounds kind of weird, but I don't know. Do less, go for less is more, and do less until you figure out how to do more. I guess that's what I would do. It's like if I'm jamming with a bunch of musicians and I just can't figure out what key we're in, and they keep changing time signatures, and I what, I thought we were in G, now we're in A. I'm just gonna play a little bit of rhythm until I figure out, oh, B flat, okay, oh, all right, good, then I can play. But until then, I'm not going to step forward and start doing shit in the wrong key. Anything else, anyone? Interesting question. Nothing? Any thoughts? Okay. Nothing. All right. So, is there something that you think you'd like to particularly focus on? Because I mean, I can certainly push you this way, push you that way. That's fine. But it's your gig too.
Joy and music.
Does improv necessarily need vulnerability?
Yes. Hmm. It needs some level of vulnerability. If not, then you're wearing a suit of armor, and then as your partner, there's nothing I can do to influence you, to affect you, and I may as well not be there. You don't have to be personally vulnerable, but your character needs to be, or else that's a whole avenue that's closed off if you don't, if you're not vulnerable in some way, if you're so overprotective of something, it's going to show. So, and your partner's going to start tiptoeing around you, and that's never good. So yes. Mhm. That's kind of what we do. At least that's what we do. I don't know what everybody does. That's what we do. Anything else?
Me, I have a question.
Okay.
I personally don't like doing fantasy characters, but if my scene partner gives me that, is it okay to not accept the offer in the sense that you make it like the person's playing?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, that's a really interesting question, and I think I wrote that in a book, in one of my books, specifically about that, because I was in Chicago. A bunch of us were in Chicago. This team was in Chicago, about 6 of us, taking a workshop with this incredible improviser up there years ago. And one of the things he said, and because he could sense what was going on, and there was one person in this team who was always doing that. She was always a fairy princess. It was always magical. It was always she always had a magic wand. She always turning you into a frog. That kind of shit. I don't know. She just wouldn't do grown up stuff, or she didn't like it. I don't know. But that's what she did, and she would dance around and twirl around and do that stuff. And so you had a choice. You could either go along with it, and every time she showed up, you're gonna be a fucking fairy prince, um, or you could treat her like, Barbara, you still haven't gotten over being fired from that job yet. You know, you can do that. Um, but what this guy said was pretty interesting. Um, he what he said was, every everyone in your team, or in any team, has a thing that they like to do, and has a thing that they don't like to do, whatever that is, that they're comfortable with, that they're not comfortable with. Um, you need to talk with the team and realize that every once in a while, the fairy princess girl gets to do a fairy princess scene, and you go with it, and you give that to her because that's what makes her happy as an improviser. Every once in a while, she's got to stop doing that and give somebody else what they want. Everybody gets Everybody needs to state what they want, state what they really don't want, and then everybody gets what they want from everybody, and you don't hold back, and you try to make it even, so that, you know, Michelle's doing the fairy princess thing again. It's been a while. Let's do, all right, fairy princess. But what about my needs? Okay, now me. It was eye opening to think that you've got to. Everyone has a thing that is their, passion when they get onto stage. That's the thing they would love to be doing, and let them do it now and then, as long as they give you the same respect. but it has to be talked about, and your director needs to get involved with that and make that a thing. But so you take one for the team every once in a while, which sucks. I know. I have been the ugly frog so often. You just do it, hoping that someone will give you. You pay it forward, hoping that someone will pay it to you. And if they don't, you're in the wrong group, wrong tribe, or you've got the wrong director or coach or leader or whoever it is who should be keeping that in line. Nice question.
No? Actually, it happened to me during our mono scene with Lilith. I entered the scene, and then Lilith gave me a very, very ugly character. And I freaked out. And then I opened it up to Jonathan. And he said, you can either, you can, what he said? I forgot. What he said is that you can accept that and tell them another situation about it, right? Am I saying it correctly? Can you back it up? Can you back me up?
And then Andy will always come in and burn the house. In the end.
No. Hindi, sabihin mo yung ano yung sinabi ni ano. Di ba, inano ko yung sinabihan mo ko na pangit to. Tapos sabi ni Jonathan, sabihin mo ko, yung sinabi niya, hindi ko alam. English mo nga.
Lyrics sabihin mo raw.
I remember it. I think Tom also said it in your notes. Because in your notes, you call out the other one what they are, right? I read Tom's notes on you. He said, you have a gift of calling out the person, what he will be. And you can use it sometimes or not. So maybe when someone called on you to become something, get my point?
That's not my notes.
Ano ba kasi, Josh?
It was in your note. You have a gift of calling out someone who they would be. I'll find the note for you. So I think that's what happened to you. I called you out to who you will be. Also.
Yes, I mean that's a given thing. It happens 50% of the time that your partner will determine who you are, what your name is, what gender you are. And even though you think that you've given them plenty of clues, I go out in the stage with a partner sometimes, and I'm clearly a woman, clearly his wife, or clearly someone's girlfriend. I'm clearly a woman in this scene, and they just don't see that because I'm not one. So how could I be a woman? It's like so they can't stretch themselves to think that, oh, he's playing a woman this time. So what will happen is they'll make me a guy, but I've already done all these feminine things, but now I'm a guy named Harry who does these feminine things, and it looks like I'm making fun of gay people when actually I'm just being a woman. And so it does get frustrating. You think you're giving all the right clues, like, here's who I think I am. But sometimes that's not what they see, or they're just blocked, or they're nervous on stage and they're not paying attention to you. They're in their own head. They got their own ideas. They're not really listening, and they just want to get things going, and they will give you something that they want you to be. And sometimes all the time you have to go with it, but every once in a while after the show, you do kind of need to talk to the person or the director and say, hey, you do this to me a lot. Is there something I can, but in most circumstances, that is considered a gift. When someone tells you who or what you are, they've just taken all that decision from you. And now, good. That clears that up. I don't have to work at that anymore. I know exactly. Thank you for giving me the information. Because what difference does it make? I mean, when I start a scene, I don't know who I am anyway. I don't know why I'm there or what I'm doing. So it might just as well be the thing that you say. Well, I'm not stuck in any particular thing that I have to be this. Who cares?
I
Okay,
think
great. I'm an old lady now. Good.
I remember what happened. Josh entered and the other characters didn't notice him, so I had to call him out. Because it's obvious that a new character came in, he turned on his cam and he was quiet. So I had to, because we were taught that we should notice everything that's happening, and no one was noticing Josh. I had to call him out. Like I think I called him a drummer.
Oh, I was wearing this big wig.
Yeah, the afro.
You told me that, hey, the drummer is here and you stole my wig. Papa, inside my mind, it's like, why you have to tell me that I stole the wig? I look good in that wig. It's my natural hair.
And it turns out he entered. He was covering his baldness, which wasn't in the scene yet.
Yeah, you see, I mean, I don't know what to say to that. I mean, we don't do improv with wigs or costumes or props or anything like that because it negates anybody who doesn't have a wig or a costume or a prop. But you still have the same kind of issue. I did a scene with a woman, and she mentioned I might be a murderer, and she mentioned that with my long hair and my beard and my black shirt, I looked like a murderer, or I look like I might be a murderer, which is fine, except I'm the actor. I have long hair, a beard, and a black shirt. My character doesn't. You don't confuse the two. I'm never playing this. This isn't what I'm playing. So to call attention to, if somebody's wearing a shirt that says something on it, and you point to the shirt and say, "Yeah," well, you've just, they're not a character anymore. They're them. So it's which is why sometimes when I'm trying to be a woman, some guy won't do it because I'm not. So how could I possibly be? Because that's what I'm doing right now. But they only see you as you are, and they're looking to so if you're wearing a wig, someone's going to say it. Because why are you wearing a wig in an improv scene? Should you ignore it? I mean, it's clear that you're wearing a wig. Anybody watching will think, why is he wearing a wig? So do you ignore it or do you say something about it? That's the problem with things like that, because they confuse reality with with the reality you're trying to make, and it's like being half awake during a dream. So there's nothing wrong with pretending you have a wig or pretending you're bald or whatever, but if you actually have that stuff, I just think it makes things difficult. It may be funny to have a wig on, but as far as what I do, that's not what we're doing. But so I can't express an opinion about what to do if you're doing improv wearing a wig. I have no idea. The troupe that I'm with now, originally when I first joined them, they did that. They would wear funny stuff, and they'd have a wig, and they'd have a lab coat, or they would have a dress, or they would have and I basically told them, if that's what you're going to do, I'm leaving. And they stopped doing it. But you are what somebody says. The first thing that someone says, that's what you are. If you're the first one to say it, then that's what you are. Period. Anything else? These are very specific. Nothing? Okay. Okay, we're good. Let's do what we did last time and start off with me getting out of the way, and you guys do scenes, There's 7 of you, so I'll join somebody as the 8th. So let me go over some of the basics of what I'm talking about, and I'll tell you this: my class, my in-person class, the next round of my class started a couple days ago, and there were 2 people in there who were new, completely new to improv, and there's a few other people who've been doing it for a little while, as far as my class, and there's 1 or 2 who are in the cast, so it's a one-room schoolhouse kind of thing. And day 1, by the end of night 1, the new people were absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. They were doing difficult stuff. They were up there doing stuff with the people who were doing it for a while, and they were killing it. Really, like you wouldn't know if you watched. You'd think this was a show. It was that good. One night. And it was because they were seriously focused on the things that we said we were doing, such as repetition and such as dynamics, such as looking for one shiny object and only playing with one volleyball in a game. Don't throw more volleyballs in. Just play with one. And they were so focused on it that they were simply doing what they were asked to do, and in doing it, they did great work. Whereas if they had sat there and thought, well, let me just go up there and have some fun, they might have had fun, but they wouldn't have done as good. So I went back to basics. So there's no reason not to. Plot. We don't do plot. We don't ever do plot. Even in narratives, we don't think about the plot. It's manipulative. It's incorrect. It doesn't work. You can't. If you think you have a plot in your head, I don't know. You should be a writer, not an improviser. No plot. We try to keep things grounded. By grounded simply means believe what you say. Don't just say something to be funny. Don't just say something because it sounds weird. Say something because your character would say that. Make me believe you. That I'm watching a character and not an actor. And no one. Don't ever make the other person drunk, crazy, stoned, or stupid simply because you don't understand what they're doing or you don't like what they're doing. Could easily have made the fairy princess girl drunk, crazy, stoned, or stupid every time, but we didn't. And things like repetition and colorful language, using it. And when your viewpoint doesn't work anymore, when your emotion is no longer applicable to where the scene is, give it up. Change. Be different. These scenes are scenes involve change, involve your character, at least one character, being changed in some way before the scene is over. That's where all the great stuff is. When your character isn't just some cardboard cutout of a flat character, that there's dynamics happening and something may make them change their mind or the way they are. They'll realize something. Who knows? It's not weakness to change, to admit, oh my God, you're right. I was wrong. That is what makes a scene. Okay, all that crap. Let's get moving. I just go from right or left to right, or your left to, I don't know. Directions don't even mean anything anymore on this. Really. Is this my right? No, that's my left, but it's your right. And so we'll start with Andrea and Don. By the way, Don, it is good to see you again. Glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm not 2 people or in Alcatraz.
Or in Alcatraz. Well, the night is young. Oh, the day is young for you. No, for you, it's the night. Yeah, you're in my time zone. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1 in the morning.
Here we go. You too. I will remove the names so you're not tempted to use them. And I will get me and everyone else the hell out of the way. Okay. uh,
You. We have to fix the fan.
Hmm. But I'm too lazy to do anything today.
Okay, I'll fix the fan and I'll have it blowing on me.
Fine, fine. I'll help you fix the fan.
Okay, now it's blowing on you.
So,
I have a suggestion. Let's pool our money together and get a second fan.
and who will pay for the electricity?
Uh, both of us.
Um, but I know for a fact that you use the fan more than me, so maybe you should pay more.
Okay. However, I don't really want to argue about this. Can't we just share the room?
There you go. You got there. Let's share. Of course we can share.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I'm saying yes. Of course we can share. I don't know why it took you so long to figure out that we can share things, Tommy. I mean,
Okay.
you're always, this is mine, this is yours.
Well,
I, I,
I mean, there is the reality, so that's why the line is right here in the middle of the room. So you can have your things on your side, my things on my side, and then the things that we share together.
like the fan.
Yeah, the
Yes.
fan is definitely something which we both probably should share. And the cat.
But it's in your line. It's within your line. So are we supposed to put it in the middle or something?
You know what? I just feel like we keep getting in these arguments about nothing. It doesn't, you know what I mean? It's such a, who cares?
I'm glad to hear you say that because you're the one who literally drew this line. This perfectly straight white
It is,
line
it is
between us.
perfectly straight and white. You have to give me that. It's not, all wobbly and stuff.
So you like the line.
You don't like the line?
Well, I don't like things that are perfectly straight.
Yeah, but that way it's clear. So I'm not going to get anything of yours and then have you say I have something of yours and vice versa. Like, for example, the peanut butter in the refrigerator that had just a couple of scoops left that I wanted to use for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that I did. But you know what? It doesn't matter to me. You could have the last scoop of peanut butter.
Doesn't it? Because you threw a fit when I ate that sandwich.
What? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I didn't hear
I
you.
was eating that sandwich peacefully on my side of the room, and then you enter the room, and then you just lost it on me. And I didn't know what to do.
I had to enter the room. I know you were concentrating on your sandwich. Sorry about that, but I mean, I do have half of the rent, so I do get a chance to be able to come into a room. Hmm. I don't know if this is working out.
Yes, me too. I mean,
Like
I
these
thought,
used to be. Go
yeah,
ahead. No, go ahead.
I thought after we divorced, we could still stay together in one house, but with that line in between us.
Yeah, I think we gave it a good try, and you know what? All of our friends are gonna say, you know what? They gave it a good try. I don't know how we're gonna divide up our friends. That's gonna be another issue.
So we need to divide our friends now.
Yeah,
I'm getting Lilith.
I'm kidding.
I want Lilith.
See, I'm kidding. Okay. Um, okay. Cool. Any thoughts? Anyone?
Uh, it was a charming separated couple,
Mm-hmm.
and I like how it divided using the line as a shiny object.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting.
What else? Anyone? What did you see?
Sorry, is my audio okay? Were
Yep,
you
Yeah.
hearing?
Yeah,
Okay.
we hear
that's
you.
fine.
I'd tell you if it wasn't. You wouldn't hear me, but I'd tell you if it wasn't. Um, anything else?
I
Nothing.
like
No.
how they start the scene just by, yeah.
Okay. What else? Anything else?
On my part, I like how Don was giving me hints on how to resolve where we were going, because it was very foggy for me where we were going. But it helped with the offers of Dawn that I don't want to argue, because I was like, are we going to argue? Are we not going to argue? Are we gonna go on and on about whatever? But then he graciously gave hits to me on how to navigate the scene.
Well, yes. Any time there's an argument or bickering or that sort of thing, a back and forth going on in the scene, uh, it's that kind of motion is usually sideways motion. It doesn't go up. It doesn't climb. It doesn't go up a ladder. Uh, but it's useful because it does generate some kind of energy. But then you do need to make it personal, and which you did. It wasn't, thankfully, it wasn't just about a fan after a while. And
Mhm.
so, and it did keep changing. It wasn't just about a fan because Don's character said it himself. Who cares? It's just a fan. Who cares? Actually, right. Who cares about a fan? Nobody. So who cares about a scene about a fan? Nobody. So you need to make the scene about the people and the what's happening and how they react, either emotionally or not, which is what you were doing. Uh, so we kind of got a sense of the dynamic between these two characters, and the throwing the idea of the staying in the same place after divorce was kind of interesting. Uh, I wish that could have come a little sooner. It couldn't have, but if it could have, it would have been fun to play with that longer. Um, okay, cool. Let's swap it up. I'll I'm gonna jump in here and then let's see because we have an odd number. Let me just go down. We just did Don. You're up. No, who's up? Yes, you are. There. Okay. All set? Nope. There you go.
This headache is
Uh,
killing me.
it's the construction. It's the construction. They're never going to finish. They've been hammering and hammering and hammering and hammering.
Is it even legal?
Legal. What does legal even mean anymore? What does legal mean? Legal is, do I have a gun? That's what legal is.
Because they cut down all the trees. Did you notice?
Of course I noticed. Of course I noticed. The trees are gone. Most of them. I like those trees. That's why we moved here. We moved here for those trees, didn't we? Didn't we say that when we first moved here?
Right.
We said, oh, look, banyan trees. You don't get banyan trees everywhere. Look at that.
Yeah, and those trees attracted all those birds, which I love.
Yeah. Okay, they messed up my car, but you know what? That's a small price to pay. Small price. We should move.
I was gonna say.
You were gonna say
You
that?
think we should move? Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Like,
You were gonna say that? I was gonna say that. I said it. I mean, I actually did say it.
but I thought you were so attached to this house.
I was, but no birds, no trees, hammering. I mean, you would leave?
I'd go anywhere you go.
That's really sweet. That's
As long as there are birds.
well, what if I went somewhere and there wasn't birds? I mean, I'm just saying, you can't count on birds. You
But
go there and there's birds, and then the
I
birds
thought
aren't
we
there.
both like.
I love birds. I want a bird. I want birds. Many birds, but you can't hang on to the birds. What happens if the birds fly away? What do we have to do? Move again? We can put out a feeder, like a bird feeder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they work. But you can't always get the kinds of birds you want. This is complicated.
How do you feel about caged birds?
You know, I used to think that it was cruel to cage birds. But then I thought, you know what? Those are the weak ones. Those are the ones who got caught. Do we
Right.
really want those birds spreading their DNA?
I
We
don't
want the
think of it
strong
that
birds.
way.
I know. We want the birds that didn't get caught. So cage all the birds that you can, because that gets them out of the genetic pool. You'll only have strong birds. Within 10 years, you won't be able to catch a bird because all the weak ones will be gone. Why? You like caged birds?
No, I thought, I didn't think of it that way. I was thinking those birds need us
Well,
because
do.
they've been kept in captivity,
Oh,
and
it's
if you let them loose, they die. They
yeah.
wouldn't
Oh,
know how to
exactly.
survive.
Like I said, but they got caught in the first place. Whose fault was that? Whose fault was that?
That hammering.
Oh gosh.
Ah!
I wonder if it's okay to like capture and cage construction workers, the weak ones,
Right.
the ones who shouldn't reproduce.
And I'd like hammer their heads, like literally make them
I wasn't going to
feel.
go there. I wasn't going to go there, but by God, yes,
Yeah, this noise is making me
yes,
violent.
yes. Well, Kim, you were violent long ago. You were violent when we met. That's
Yeah,
one of
but
the
you
things I
liked
loved
it.
about you. I know. I love it. You kidding? Yeah. Remember the day we met? You kicked the shit out of me. It was
And
love.
then the following day you proposed.
I know. I was like that weak caged bird. You caught me.
See? Caged birds have a purpose.
I'm glad you think so. I'm going to get a
I'm gonna
hammer.
start packing now. I'm gonna
I'm
start
gonna.
packing.
I think you should start packing a hammer, and we'll go out there and just start swinging.
Yeah, stupid
Like the old days.
construction workers. Yeah.
Rock and roll, baby.
Ready when you are.
Okay. That was cute. Any thoughts?
Crazy couple.
If you were in the Philippines, the birds would mean something else, like right away.
Like what?
Bird. Like a bird.
Birds would mean something else.
Hammering the bird.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts, anybody? Did you see? Nothing. That's it. I'm not narrating here. You can say whatever you want.
Like I'm watching a American crime story.
You're right. That's right. That's funny. Anything else about the improv? Any of the choices that you saw? Nothing. We'll move on. No reaction at all. Okay.
I think they want to play.
Good. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. So 1, 2, out. Me.
Hmm.
And
We're back.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hmm. Ah. Hmm.
Ah,
Ah. Ah.
yeah.
Okay. Ah. See this. When I drop this, you're gonna judge my attire. Okay? Me too. Don't cheat. Pull up the blanket. Okay? It's my turn to show you my outfit. Huh? 1, 2, 3.
It looks fabulous.
Fabulous. You don't even know what I'm wearing. What's this? What's this?
It's a Uniqlo.
Of course, Uniqlo. About my undershirt. What's the brand?
It's a candidate's free shirt.
How did you know?
The name of the candidate, I can see it. Vote for councilor.
Okay. So we're doing that, huh? We're doing that. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you already registered to vote?
Oh, not yet. But you're so happy. Are you going out on a date?
I'm going out on a date with my candidate name on it. Okay, it's your turn. Just turn on the back.
Okay.
I'm gonna judge what you're wearing. Okay,
I will
one,
unveil it. What? Just count to three.
one, two, three. Oh, it's like Black Swan. It's so beautiful. The tutu. Can you dance?
You gave this to me on my birthday.
It's so beautiful. This will be a very nice Halloween party for us, huh?
Where we get wasted during Halloween. Remember?
I'm sorry.
We
We are.
get wasted when it's Halloween. You have a bigger chest.
No, it's
Yeah.
just it's very scary that I'm wearing this shirt. I might
It's
I might get lynched by the crowd.
that's what you wear when you plan to meet a Vavaboom girl.
Avavavoom!
Vavaboom. Remember the last Vavaboom?
Of course.
Ah,
It's very wide and scary because people are partying outside, people heating everything, people smelling the air, and
and then
you you left me alone in the dark.
I don't want. I want to leave a tender moment alone. I cannot join you with her.
Okay, why?
So
Why did you do that to me?
I respect your privacy.
You were jealous
A bit.
a bit.
Yeah.
You have feelings for me.
You wish.
Oh,
I because I met the Vavaboom girl first. But that's okay. You were happy. You came back. You were so like on cloud nine. And then you lent me money because you were happy.
I'm not happy anymore.
Why?
I'm just pretending to be happy right now.
You want me to call the Bababoom girl?
Oh, I just want you, my best friend. You've been away for 36 months and now you just arrived with the tutu dress just to make me smile. That's not enough.
What would make you happy?
I don't know.
See, you're smiling. Oh my gosh. It feels like Halloween again. You scare me.
What?
Feels like Halloween. You scared me.
You always scared at me.
Yeah, I'm scared at what you're gonna do next. You packed your things?
Can't believe I traveled so far just to be with you. You don't feel anything about me.
I'm trying.
Don't try. Do it.
A lot of years can change things. It's like sugar losing its sweetness. I'm sorry.
You're withered. You're like a sunflower.
Withered. Okay.
Sunflower. What?
Okay. I won't ask anybody for any input or any questions. Um, we'll just move along.
So weird.
What's that?
It was weird.
Weird.
Yes, right. Um, okay. Not going to ask anyone for anything. Yeah. Yeah. We go. I'm gone. You go. Unmute.
This household is so noisy. I want to go out of this household already.
Then go out.
Go out? You really think I can manage to be on myself, be independent?
Of course you can. Who told you not to?
Oh, my mother, my father, my brother, my lola, even my dog.
You know what? You are just repeating these words 1,000 times. Then why do an action?
I always wonder, where did you get this kind of strength, ate, my sister? Because in our family, all of us are like afraid of things. But as soon as you get to college, you went on your own right away. Why? How? Wow.
Failure made me do it. It's okay to fail. When you try
I
something, you fail, it's okay. You learn from that. So don't
never
be
seen
afraid
you
afraid to
fail.
fail. I just don't talk about my failure. You only saw the results,
Wow.
but you never saw what I've gone through to have this.
I'm actually surprised.
What I sacrificed to have this. Not everything is shared. I have my secrets. You only saw the surface of the iceberg. You didn't see
So we're
the
referring to the
whole
Titanic
iceberg.
now.
Yeah. You see? So go out. Do I need to push you or pull you out of there?
Ooh, interesting. I want to see you push me out of this. Out of this. Ang buhay maingay-ingay nyo na naman! Ingay. I wanna push me.
You need to do it yourself. Have a conviction. Have a stand.
Ay,
A. Are you listening?
maalis na ako sa bahay na to! Nalayas na ako! Ayoko na kayo makita! I did it!
Woo!
I did it!
Great job! So proud of you. Now fly. Fly. Jump in that cliff right now. Right now.
Now?
Now. Now is the time. Jump! Fly! Use your wings!
Sarap pala sumakit
Ah,
dito.
use your wings! Come on! You'll fly! Wow!
I realize I haven't eaten.
Then pack a lunch. Then fly outside the cliff. Pack a lunch. You packed a lunch. Pack.
I'll pack a lunch first.
Or you will have food down the cliff.
Or you'll treat me food. I'll go there in your house. I'll live with you. I'll live with you.
No, you live alone.
You don't want
What's the
me.
difference when you just transferred here? You get out of our house, then you transfer with me. What's the difference with that?
The difference is you.
I thought you want to be exploring by yourself.
I can explore by night or day and then be with you after.
Okay. All right.
I had to go back. I can't hear her. I realized. Like, I'm so ready to go out of. Okay, I don't have internet anymore. I can't hear her now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. No questions. Nobody speak.
Wait,
Unless you have one. Or a comment, I mean. I'll wait. And nothing. Okay, so let's go 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. I already did UM, so if there's time we'll get there. We'll just do 2 minutes. 2 minutes apiece. Okay? And we'll just go down the old line there. Let me get rid of is probably a bad way of putting it. Okay, so you're here. Okay, 2 minutes. Join me.
You're confused.
What?
You are confused.
Huh? What?
Huh?
What?
See, you've said huh 101 times this day.
I
Huh?
have not. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. What?
What? Huh?
I
See?
no.
You don't see. I know. You need some clearance in your life.
What?
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 Wait, what?
Wait, what? See? That's the 55 times you've said it this day.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
Is
because
it?
now it's 56.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it? It's like your 15th times.
Okay,
you said it this
okay. You know,
Okay,
you
that's
repeat
8.
you repeat things a lot.
I repeat things a lot. Yes, I always take note of the things you're saying.
What?
See? What? I'm gonna note it down again.
Oh
what?
no. You know, Teresa, I'm glad I have you. I'm glad. I don't know what I would do if it was just me on my own.
I know what would you do if you're on your own.
What?
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 You were saying what?
I mean, what would I do if I was on my own? What?
If you're on your own, you're gonna get lost.
That's why I said I'm glad I have you.
I'm glad I have you too. I'm glad I have someone I can count because, you know, if I don't think I can count on anybody but you.
You don't just count on me, you count the number of times I do things.
I count it also, yeah. I tried it once with a friend. She freaked out. She never
Yeah,
talked to me
I don't
again.
mind. I don't mind. She freaked out.
She freaked out. You're
She
not
just
freaking out.
freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
With you, I felt like
Wait,
I
let's say it
can
at the
do
same time. Say it
stuff.
at the same time. Say it at the same time. You felt
You felt
good.
good,
Good.
good,
Good.
good.
This is good.
This is good.
Okay, you're up. Unmute. There you go. Go.
Check. This is impossible. You beat me again.
How is it? Every time you checkmate me, I win. It's it's someone should be filming this. I mean, like, it's astonishing.
I think you're a one of a kind genius or something. You're a checkmate master.
I don't really even know how to play chess. I mean, I know that there are horses and they're kind of cute, and I'm not sure what horses are doing in the same place as bishops. Like, what kind of church has bishops and horses in it? But I'm not going to ask. I mean, I seem to win.
Yes, you seem to win. You seem to always win, actually. You always get what you want
I
without
know.
even trying.
I know. It's so difficult for me. It's You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to not have to try, to not have to work, to not have to push, to not have to know anything.
Yes,
I'm not even good looking. I got nothing going for me.
but you always get what you want.
I know. It's
I mean,
insane.
show me your hands. Maybe it's something with your hands.
My hands?
Yes, I knew it.
What?
You
Don't change
have
anything. Don't
the
change it. Don't
star.
change it. Don't change anything. Don't make it different. So
I
it's
wouldn't even if I tried. You have the hands of a star, Jacob.
oh wow. Wow. That's it all along my hands?
Yes.
Oh son of
Look
Let me
at
see.
mine.
Let me see
Mine.
yours.
Mine have the moon. That's
There- there-
M. That's letter M for moon. It means I don't get anything. I
Those
never
are,
win.
those are no good hands. I don't know anything about hands, and I can see those are no good. There's just they're losing hands.
Yes, they are.
Want to play again?
Sure.
Okay. Probably win. Unmute.
Yeah, you were just like listening to my thoughts. I know. Oh, is that what you're thinking? Because I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Yeah, yeah, you would be. Cajun style?
Is it?
Cajun style?
Yeah,
Cajun.
yeah,
Blackened. Blackened. You want to serve everything blackened.
yeah.
Blackened Cajun
Blackened
style.
fish, blackened uh, meat, blackened
Okay. We're
beef,
serving
blackened everything.
omelets. We're serving omelets. You're going to do blackened eggs. Is that what you're saying? Cajun style blackened eggs, blackened cereal,
I said, it's my mother's recipe. She burned everything.
eggs. She burned eggs.
It gets this like really nice crust to it.
Your mother isn't Cajun.
She,
Your mother comes from New Jersey.
yeah, but this is the restaurant we're gonna. I thought we agreed. This is gonna be a great restaurant.
Yeah,
Burned
we said
everything.
Cajun cooking. Yes, but didn't mean burn everything.
But what do you think blackened is?
I thought there was some difference between blackened food and burned food.
I don't. I don't know. So maybe okay. You know what? You might be right. So we'll have other things. Like for example, we'll have lemonade. Only it won't be blackened. It'll just be
You just put squid ink in it or
braised,
something, or braised.
braised
Why
lemonade.
can't we just have normal
And
food? Just normal food, just like, hey, eggs,
I thought it was going to be a fusion restaurant.
fusion.
Yours and mine.
It sounds more like confusion.
Listen, should I be offended that you want to
No,
tell me
no,
what to do
no,
with my
no,
food?
no,
I don't
no.
tell you what to do with your food. When
No,
you said
no,
bread
no.
pudding with
Yeah,
marshmallows,
okay,
did I
okay,
say no?
okay.
No, I
That
said,
that was a
oh,
bad move.
bread
That was
pudding
bad.
with marshmallows.
That was
That's a
horrible.
wonderful
That was
idea.
stupid. No, it
Coca
was stupid.
Cola
It was
with meat in
horrible. It
it.
was
It's
horrible.
a wonderful idea.
That I stick to. I stick to the Coca-Cola with meat in it. Okay,
Great, great.
but you're right. The marshmallow bread pudding was a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe the blackened everything is probably not a great
Maybe we
idea.
should blacken the marshmallow bread pudding.
That'd be a nice tribute to my mom.
You're muted. No, you're not. Okay, good. You're good.
Would
Hey,
I be? Hey,
what?
what?
They're your kids. They're
My
your
kid,
kids. They're your kids. Why don't you control them?
because they
Why
look
can't
like
you control your kids?
I. I don't want them to be like a tyrant.
They ruin everything. They're noisy. They push things over. They knock things over. They're rude. I mean, they scream. Control your kids.
Their kids will always be kids. Let them, if they scratch their hand or wounded themselves, let
Kids
them. I
won't
don't.
always be kids. What do you think adults come from?
Adults come from the computer because the computer makes us adults. The internet, especially Google. Let them be kids. Let them be a wanderer.
They drew pictures on my car.
Your Mercedes Benz.
Yes. It's easy to tell which Mercedes Benz it is. It's the one with stupid pictures painted all over it.
Oh my God. Where's my kids?
I don't know. I and everyone in this neighborhood is cowering in fear that your kids might be lurking out there somewhere.
I raised them very well. I raised them very well. Your car is just a material thing in this earth.
Material thing?
Hmm.
No, yeah. Your kids are material things.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're, they're flesh and blood.
Yeah. I see the flesh. We're gonna see more of the blood.
You didn't touch her food.
Oh. Oh, it's no, it's good. It's good. I'm pacing myself. You
I
know,
just followed everything that you shared.
I
The
know.
link on
Hey,
making
gir-
that steak.
I know. Girl's got to watch her figure, right? No, but you go ahead. You eat. It's fine. I will eat. I will eat. I eat food.
Ah,
Uh,
doesn't taste good. That's
I
why.
well, no, I'm sure it's good. I I'm vegan. I mean, I did send you a steak recipe and told you to make it for us, but it was more of a test.
I'll cook up something up like broccoli. You want?
Ugh, I hate broccoli. I hate broccoli. Oh my god, I hate broccoli.
Okay, I'll wash the dishes the way I always do. Give me your plate.
Well, there's stuff on it. You know, it's full. Maybe I'll have some later. Maybe I'll stop being a vegan and I'll have some.
Maybe you can
Oh,
start washing the dishes yourself.
okay. What do you call it when you don't wash dishes? Like when you don't eat meat, you're a vegan. What do you call it when you don't wash the dishes? What do you call that?
A lazy vegan.
Dishitarian.
Ah, dishitarian, yeah.
That's it. That's
What do
it.
you call an insensitive vegetarian?
I don't know.
What's your name?
Oh, that's colder than this steak. Cute. Cute. Unmute. I gotcha.
Talk to me.
Okay. All right. Um. So I wanted a puppy when I was young, and we didn't get the puppy. I got a toy that looked like a dog, and it had batteries in it. And you push the button, and the dog, and it would go back and forth, and it would make noises, and it would go bark, bark, bark. And we named it Puzzy, and my folks told me that that was my dog. It was mechanical; it wasn't real, but I loved it. Loved him. Didn't pee. Didn't have to walk him. Didn't eat the furniture. You want me to
Haven't I
stop talking
told
now?
you? Haven't I told you that I don't like pets?
But I didn't get to have one when I was a kid. You know, they tricked me. They gave me a thing that was
Honey,
mechanical. They gave me a toy and told me it was a dog.
honey, are you sure you're going to be responsible with that? I will not deal with that dog when it's here.
I'm the CEO of a bank. I think I can handle a dog.
You're
Okay, Marcia?
busy. You're busy.
I can
Busy, busy,
I
busy, busy.
can delegate. I can delegate.
Who
All
will
right?
who will who will be responsible when it poo or like have
The the assistant in the
who's your
office. Well,
assistant? Who's the assistant?
I
Who's the
don't
assistant?
know her name. We change them every week. I keep firing them.
You see, you need to like commitment.
Why do I have to commit?
Commit to
What if
no,
I?
commit to
I'm not.
the
I'll come.
responsibility.
No. I will commit to. I'll commit to a dog. And if it doesn't work out after a week, we'll get another one. We'll get a different one. We'll have like they'll submit
That's not
resumes.
it's your thing. I can't argue with you, but you have to
I'm
look for that dog.
sorry.
I
I
have no
know.
time
I
for
know.
that.
I'm
I have
sorry. I'm
no time for that.
bringing work
You
home
know,
with
I
me.
am
I hate.
busy. I am
I
busy
know
and I
you are.
don't have time for
You've
that.
got all those charities. I know.
So are we going to have a dog? Are you sure?
Can we get another mechanical one? That has batteries and you can push a button and it goes back and forth, like the one I had.
If you want it, then go.
Thank
If
you.
it makes you happy.
Thank you. It would make me so
You know
happy.
how much I like want to make you happy.
Thank you. I know. Thank you.
We can
I
have
love you.
two.
Oh, the two.
Two. Two mechanical.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's going to cost a lot in batteries over the lifetime, don't you think?
Yeah. Rechargeable. Use a rechargeable. Bye.
That's why I love you. Who's up? We've done everybody, haven't we? I think I have. Yes, right. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. There we go. Oh, golly. Now, anything to say? Any comments?
uh, you were a bad man in every scene.
Was I?
I mean, bad like
Oh,
a menacing man.
Really?
not in our scene.
Was I?
I like
I
the
mean,
vegetarian lines. It was so hilarious.
That's interesting. I didn't think I was, but maybe I was.
no, it was just a joke.
Wow.
I
Doesn't
enjoy
matter.
the two one mechanical toy becoming two in the end. That was a good what do we call it, heightening.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Don's punchline, but I forget what it was. But it was funny. Yeah. What he said at the end.
Ano password mo ano?
About the blackened food, you mean?
Don didn't know.
What's that? I don't know what it was. I don't know the
Anyway.
line. I remember the scene, but I don't know what line it was. Do you remember?
Oh, the blackened everything. So
Yeah.
he made a pun. He made a joke about
Oh,
it being a tribute to his mom or something.
Oh, yes, tribute to his mom.
it's a very old vaudeville joke, actually.
That was.
Oh.
Okay, that's why.
Well,
But
that was touching.
My wife is a gourmet. I eat gourmet every single day.
Wow.
Says,
Wow.
yeah, every
Good for
single
you.
day. Yeah,
Wow.
that's right. I have a New Orleans style food every night. Blackened
Ooh.
fish, blackened chicken, blackened. My wife, she can't cook.
Everything. Oh, it's a joke. Okay.
That's the
Black
joke.
eyed peas.
Black eyed
Because
peas.
it's burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Can you make her travel here?
Just watch over the food.
Yeah.
Oh, I in the one-on-one scene, I like Andy exploring physical spaces and walking while improv.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it was a nice device.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to do that.
It was so
I can't.
fun until I can't hear Joy anymore. And I'm planning to
It's
go.
crazy.
Ate, I haven't eaten. Okay, let's go back home so I can hear you.
It's like real Snapchat.
If there's nothing else, I mean, I can let you guys go.
Seriously.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think the energy's a little
Yeah, it's kind of weird, no, the energy
weird
today.
today. I
Yeah, I agree. Tama, tama.
Yeah.
Parang we're not all here.
Yeah, and for Don and me, it's after midnight.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
Yeah.
But
Me and Joy-
personally, I enjoyed my scene with you. It was all about the birds as colorful objects.
That was nice. I enjoyed
I mean, shiny objects. See, I'm not even thinking straight.
Okay.
Okay.
that. Well, then I won't keep you.
Me and
It
Joy
was fun,
came
I
from a
enjoyed it.
Meister class, so we're we're so into each other.
Uh,
I think we all have some kind of improv overload happening.
that could happen.
I
And we have a
have.
2 o'clock, so
Okay.
brains
Oh my
scattered.
God.
Hmm.
All right. So I will definitely let you go.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
making
Thank
Tom.
time.
you.
All right.
Thanks.